had to trust God when things got difficult, far as finances, far as counting on other people. Like I say, for men, for instance, I always counted on men to, take care of me, pay my bills or whatever. And this particular time, I was counting on this guy to take care of me, and I got so in tune with him taking care of me and paying bills. And when he finally walked out of my life, I had to trust God. And God had to deal with me about that, so he asked me to move to another town. Didn't want to move, didn't know nobody, didn't want to be away from my family, but I had to trust God. Moved to Florence, and that's when God started dealing with me, and things just started happening. I had to end up paying rent where I wasn't paying rent at the time, but I had to go and start paying rent, start paying more bills than I ever paid. So God was dealing with me to get me to trust him the more, and not to lean on nobody else, not to lean on another man, but to trust him. And through that whole process, as bills was coming, I still trusting God, praying to God, seeking God's face. And he said, I just want you to know that I am your provider. I will take care of you if you just trust me. So that first year, it was just me and God. It was me and God. I would go home and I would get in my closet, literally in my closet, and just pray. And this happened for a whole year. And I used to cry like, God, please send me someone, because I wanted somebody. God said, no, it's going to be me and you for a whole year. And literally a whole year, it was just me and God. My closet to work, my work to closet. It's me and God talking, and he really, really showed himself mighty and strong. That, look, you can depend on me. I got you. Even though you think you can't pay your bills on your own, I'm going to show you, I'm going to prove you that I'm your provider. So after that, I had to go, get a job, new job. So I went to this job, and I was still hurting and just still mad and kind of angry about my situation, going through the loss of, someone I said I love. So when I got on this job, it was this lady, young lady, and I can tell she was, hurting, and I was hurting. And by the time, as I was hurting, I was letting some anger come out of me with other people. And one day she came to me, she was like, oh, I wish I was bold as you. You say what's on your mind. And I told her, I said, well, I wish I was meek like you. You got a very meek and humble spirit. And so she started talking to me and sharing about how she was going through with her husband. And out of my hurt, God used me to start witnessing to her, and I was sharing with her how good God is, and how if you just lean and depend on him and ask him to come into your life. I said, God can heal your marriage. You know what I'm saying? She said, yeah, we're going through a lot of finances struggles. I said, look, God moved me to Florence because I was leaning and depending on a man. But God can take care of you. He can mend your family. He can mend you and your husband marriage, and he can provide for you if you just trust him and give him your life. And not many months later, I think it's been about 6 or 7 months, she got filled with the Holy Ghost inside of our workplace.